We had a piano at home. It was a little, an upright piano, because my family, they like music. My mother played the piano, my father played the violin. And we had that instrument. And apparently, from what I've heard, since age 3.5, I was going to the living room where the piano was. I would close the door, go to the piano, and instead of, kids usually like they bang the piano for 2 or 3 minutes, and then they get to the next game. They're bored. And I would just stay there for long times and try to find chords and sing along I was just fascinated. And this is how my parents thought that maybe I had some talent, and they decided that they were going to ask a teacher to come, and I started getting lessons when I was 5 years old. I started, and so piano was always part of my life and part of my environment and part of my hearing. I could always hear the piano in the background because one of my sisters was playing, and it was a very natural thing, and it's really what I wanted to do from the beginning. People were asking me sometime, what do you want to do when I said, I want to be a pianist. Decca has been my label forever, and I think as a person in life, I'm a very faithful person, and I like long relation. If I like a person or if I like somebody to work with, I would never, or like something with an agent, a manager, unless there's a real problem that happens. I'm not the one that want to leave. I just love. There's something very special about that too. Also, you build on that relation, and that's exactly what happened with Decca. I was very lucky, really, honestly, so lucky. There was a phenomenal man called Ray Minshall, who was the A&R director of Decca in those days, a legend in the record business. And Ray heard me through different channels, and then one day there was a concert in Amsterdam that a pianist canceled, and luckily my agent there in Holland pushed for me to replace. I was completely unknown. That was her point. She said, you're not going to find anybody famous, a big name now. It's your chance. Why don't you give a chance to that young pianist? And I promise you, he's great. He'll do better. Just happened that that concert was the opening of the season of the Concertgebouw Orchestra, and it was the season where Ricardo Chailly was becoming the new music director. So he was a Decca artist, of course. So the Decca label came, and Ray Minshall himself came to that concert in honor to be there for Ricardo Chailly. Just happened that he heard me, and I was the soloist by chance for that concert. And this is how he heard me. He told me that years later, but that night he had decided that he was going to sign me, but he didn't tell me. That was in September. A few months passes. By January, we get an offer through my agent, not a contract or anything, but they just said, Decca wants to do one album with you, and it would be this and that. And I said, we were so thankful. My God, do an album for Decca. So it took another few weeks, and then one day, Ray Minshall was sitting in New York at the office of my wonderful, beloved agent, Charles Hamlin, who was like a father for me and certainly a godfather for my career and my life. And Charlie was there with Ray, and Ray said, okay, here's the contract for Jean-Yves. And we were expecting a contract for one album, whatever it was. And Charlie looked the contract, and there was an exclusive contract for 3 years with 2 extra years, so 5 years with, 6 records, which is just unbelievable. I just could, and he called me immediately, and that was the kind of trick that Ray would do. And he knew from the beginning he was going to do it, but he didn't say it. And this is how it started. It's been a really very happy relation from the beginning, and I'm very grateful that we're continuing now on a new level again, a new adventure, and we have all those very exciting projects. And that album that is so personal and so sweet to me, I'm so happy that will be the first of that new era with Decca. So this is it makes me very happy.